I believe that right now Democrats have the upper hand. There has been an infusion of energy, no doubt, into their base. And I think that energy can serve them well. But Trump is not far off when he says he's not scared of running against Harris, essentially, because he has seen polling in recent weeks where he is close to her. They are not that far apart in the polls that I have seen. It still looks like a pretty steady race, and one in which there's not a clear breakthrough for either Harris or Trump. So he's going to suggest that in this moment because he believes that's a narrative that plays well. But also, the fact is that Gen Z did help Biden Harris enter the White House in 2020. Are they energized by a potential Harris at the top of ticket? Are they energized by, again, what's going to be could be again an open convention? It's all about turnout. So Trump actually should be more scared than he's projecting.
Interesting. Rina, sitting out here in Asia, one of the key election issues that we've been watching is how tough both of these parties are on China and the likelihood of that to continue. And we have heard that Trump has come out saying that President Xi had sent him a beautiful note, a letter off the back of that assassination attempt. I mean, what does this say about the rhetoric coming from Trump with regards to China, and what that could mean for this part of the world with regards to foreign policy objectives, and particularly off the back of some of his sort of conflicting commentary around 60 to 100% tariffs on China and then Taiwan?
That yes, we're in a moment where we're seeing Trump's two faces, that he's made hypocritical statements on China. Of course, in 2016, he ran saying he would be tough on China. He was very anti back then. So this past week at the RNC, even there was a full day dedicated to talking foreign affairs. And you did hear notes from certain people on stage, sitting members of Congress and whatnot. But for some glimpse into how the Trump Vance ticket is going to handle China moving forward, and if they were to enter the White House, that ticket, I would look at JD Vance, his running mate. JD Vance has shown exactly who he would be. He would be very anti China. And so I think right now, they're sitting in this moment where maybe JD Vance will start to take more of a front seat in this campaign. Last week at the RNC, of course, he was named as a nominee, but we didn't learn that much about him. It really was more biographical, which I thought that was a misstep. Now, JD Vance needs to show where he's at on the policy front, and it's going to be especially difficult if he goes into the Rust Belt states where Biden has been polling well, and he starts to contradict what Donald Trump is saying. So certainly a very unique week ahead, and we must listen closely because again, the two men cannot contradict each other. Let's see if they can get on the on the same page as they campaign together in the Rust Belt states where they hope to make up the deficit with Biden.